peaks on his biceps, no weaknesses, no nothing. You know, he was at that level.
Wiped everybody out. That's what helped him win 8 titles. The guy trained like a beast, saying, damn, how can he do that?
Everybody want to be a bodybuilder, but don't nobody want to lift no heavy ass.
I'm a lot sharper as far as detail goes.
It's kind of hard to eat like that, so I would have to wake up in the middle of the night. Hey, I'm still alive and I can still work out every day. I'm still normal, so I'm good.
The gym is empty today. Nobody wants to work out.
Ronnie Coleman's lethal experience. Man, Coleman has had multiple near-demise experience. Let me tell you about the one time he lost it, all because of dehydration. So picture this. It's 2001, and Ronnie's gearing up for the Mr. Olympia competition, the Super Bowl of bodybuilding. This guy's a legend, no doubt, but the road to glory ain't all glitz and glamour. Ronnie was on this ultra-strict diet that makes your kale salad look like a snack, and the workouts? Insane. He was pushing himself harder than a bulldozer stuck in mud. But here's the kicker. All that dieting and training got him so dehydrated that he woke up feeling like the Sahara Desert in human form.
I'm pretty much bigger and much better than last year. I've been in this sport now for 7 years.
I see that now the muscle's going to come, so I just let my training.
Ooh, you gotta get this right. This is heavy weight. Oh, shucks.
He was on the brink, man, like seriously. So what does he do? He calls up his nutritionist, probably panicking, saying, forget this show, I'm off to the hospital. But the nutritionist ain't having it. He tells Ronnie to chug a whole gallon of water, just gulp it down like there's no tomorrow. Guess what? It kinda worked. Ronnie sucked down that gallon of H2O and miraculously, he started feeling somewhat okay. Fast forward to the stage, and it's showtime. Ronnie Coleman struts his stuff, and you wouldn't even know the guy was knocking on Demise's doors hour earlier. He snags his 4th Mr. Olympia title like it's just another day at the office. But man, this tale ain't all roses. It's a reminder that bodybuilding ain't just flexing and posing, it's pushing your body to its absolute limits, sometimes to the point of risking your life. Ronnie's near miss with dehydration is a wild story, but it shows the crazy dedication these guys have for the sport. The intense pre-competition regimen in bodybuilding. Alright, let's talk about the wild world of bodybuilding and what these folks put themselves through before hitting that competition stage.
Lightweight, baby.
He was white as a refrigerator, hard as nails.
5 and 10 pounds of muscle a year, and that came from all that, that heavy lifting.
How many times do you think you cheated on your diet? And he looked at me like I was nuts.
After probably 6 months of training, I put the tape on him. It's legitimate, it's not angled or nothing. 21 inches.
Here's the deal. Bodybuilders, especially when they're prepping for a big competition like the Mr. Olympia, go all out. It's like a full-on transformation journey. In the weeks leading up to the event, they're living on diets that make your grandma's Sunday dinner look like a cheat day. We're talking about chicken breasts, brown rice, broccoli, pretty much the same stuff day in and day out. Variety? Nah, not in their vocabulary. But it's not just the diet, it's the workouts too. These guys and gals are grinding in the gym like there's no tomorrow. Hours of lifting, cardio, and probably 1,000 crunches. The goal? To look so ripped that even Greek statues would be jealous. Now here's where it gets interesting. Dehydration. See, in the quest for that ultra-shredded, chiseled look, bodybuilders intentionally dehydrate themselves. They want every muscle to pop like a fireworks show, and losing water weight does the trick. But it's a dangerous game. Dehydration can mess you up big time. Ronnie Coleman's story is a prime example.
I want to take it as far as you can take it.
So I was back full force, training real hard. And I think, my legs are numb too. My foot's totally numb.
That's another challenge.
And I literally looked, I'm telling you, man, it looked like a silverback gorilla.
So yeah, while bodybuilding might look all glamorous on stage, behind the scenes it's a whole different beast. These athletes are pushing their bodies to the limit, and it's not always sunshine and rainbows. But hey, it's their passion, and they're willing to go through the grind for those few moments in the spotlight. Of herniated discs. Ronnie Coleman's journey in bodybuilding is legendary, but it's not just about the glitz and glamour. It's also about the incredible physical sacrifices and toll this sport can exact on a person's body. In 1996, during one of his grueling squatting sessions, Ronnie Coleman suffered a herniated disc. To put it mildly, herniated discs are incredibly painful and debilitating. It's like your spinal disc has gone rogue, pushing through the protective casing and wreaking havoc on nearby nerves.
2 rods about this long in there too. So it's a lot of hardware, a lot of cages.
Yeah, the gym is empty today. Nobody wants to work out.
This guy's gonna be Mr. Olympia forever.
He takes everything very, very seriously, you know, from the diet to the aerobics to the rest to the everything down to a T. It's all very important.
5 weeks out.
Woo! For most of us, that's a one-way ticket to the emergency room followed by some serious bed rest. But not for Ronnie Coleman. This man is the embodiment of dedication and sheer willpower. Despite the excruciating pain and the sound of his spine practically crunching under the pressure, he didn't stop. He didn't back down. He lost some strength, hurt his own body protesting, but his inner athlete said, keep going. Hours after that fateful workout, Ronnie finally succumbed to the pain and decided to head to the emergency room. Now, this is where most of us would call it quits. We'd be ready for some medical intervention and rest. But not Ronnie. He's not your average guy. He didn't get surgery for that herniated disc until he retired from professional bodybuilding in 2007.
How many
I
years
can't
do you
eat
think?
like that no more.
Right, I bet it's nice to just be able to eat when you want.
I don't eat half the food I used to eat.
Come on. Go with it. Yep.
Saying when I worked out hard and I worked out heavy, and I was still able to do a lot of reps even when I went heavy.
Build my muscle and let my food pretty much all season instead of eating all this junk and stuff.
By that time, the damage had become irreversible. 13 surgeries on his spine, screws, cages, and bolts implanted in his body. It's a stark reminder that the pursuit of physical perfection can come at a tremendous cost. But Ronnie's story is not unique in the world of bodybuilding. Many athletes in this sport push their bodies to the absolute limits. They train with injuries, they endure pain, and they sacrifice their long-term health for a shot at glory. It's a sport that demands an incredible amount of discipline, resilience, and passion. Today, Ronnie Coleman, the man who was once the epitome of strength and power, faces the consequences of those sacrifices. He's lost much of his mobility, reliant on crutches and sometimes a wheelchair. The hardware in his body interferes with his nerves, preventing him from doing the crazy stretches and moves he once could. Pushing through the pain. Let's talk about Ronnie Coleman's almost superhuman ability to push through pain. It's one of those things that sets him apart as a true legend in the world of bodybuilding. So picture this. Ronnie Coleman, the 8-time Mr. Olympia, is in the gym, lifting like a beast. During one intense squatting session in 1996, something goes seriously wrong. He hears a loud crunching sound, and it's not your regular crack-your-knuckles kind of sound. Nope, it's his spine telling him, hey, something's not right here. Now, most of us would have called it quits right there, and then dialed 911 and asked for an ambulance. But not Ronnie. The man is made of something else entirely. He keeps pushing, keeps lifting, even though he's probably in excruciating pain.
Last year, I think I was about 233, 34 pounds. This year,
You know, I love what I do. So that's why I still come to work.
This is what 23-inch arms look like when they flex. Hey, I'm still alive and I can still work out every day. I'm still normal, so I'm good.
He later admits that he felt the loss of strength, heard the warning signs, but that athlete spirit inside him was like, let's go on. It's a level of dedication that's hard to fathom for us mere mortals. Now here's where it gets even crazier. Ronnie Coleman is no stranger to pain. He injured his back in high school during powerlifting, and even in college football he played through the pain. As he puts it, if you're an athlete, you're in pain your whole life. That's his mindset, and it's one that many top athletes share. In an interview, he emphasized something profound. When you truly love what you do, you can endure pain and keep going. It's like a mantra for him. For Ronnie, bodybuilding wasn't just a sport, it was a passion, a calling. And when you have that kind of love for something, pain becomes just another obstacle to overcome. It's almost mind-boggling, right? Ronnie Coleman not only endured the pain from his herniated disc, but powered through it, continued to lift and train like a beast, and went on to become one of the greatest bodybuilders in history. Long-term consequences. The long-term consequences of ignoring injuries, as exemplified by Ronnie Coleman's story, are a stark reminder of the potential risks associated with pushing one's body to extreme limits. Coleman's decision to delay surgery for his herniated disc until after retiring in 2007 came at a heavy cost. By that time, the damage had become irreversible, and he had to endure the enduring consequences.
Tipped Ronnie to be in the top 5, and we hadn't thought of him as a top 10 guy, really. I was 9th the year before.
It's kind of hard to eat like that. So I would have to wake up in the middle of the night.
In the shape of his life. That is the greatest arm in the world, folks. Lights out, game over.
Every year I just get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Nobody gonna give you nothing.
I'm a lot sharper as far as detail goes.
Everybody wanna be a bodybuilder, but don't nobody wanna lift no heavy ass weight.
He had undergone a staggering number of surgeries on his spine, totaling 13 operations, which have left him with limited mobility. The hardware implanted in his body interferes with his nerves, restricting his range of motion and preventing him from performing many of the exercises and stretches he once could. However, what truly stands out is Ronnie Coleman's unwavering love for training and bodybuilding. Despite the numerous surgeries and the physical challenges he faces on a daily basis, he continues to work out religiously. His passion for the sport remains unshaken, serving as a testament to his indomitable spirit and unwavering dedication.
Yeah, buddy! Wait, baby! Let's go!
Wiped everybody out. That's what helped him win 8 titles. The guy trained like a beast, saying, damn, how can he do that?
I had some people tell me that I can do it, so I'm just taking it one step at a time.
The reason why I do all that, put my body through all that, is because I love it.
Peaks on his biceps, no weaknesses, no nothing. You know, he was at that level.
In the face of adversity and the long-term consequences of his injuries, Coleman's commitment to his craft demonstrates the extraordinary resilience and love that some athletes possess for their chosen pursuits. His story serves as both an inspiration and a cautionary tale, highlighting the importance of balancing passion with self-care and injury prevention in the world of sports and bodybuilding. That's all for this video, folks. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.